Welcome back to another episode of this Birmingham City Save. In today's episode, we are going to start off by simming the game against Sheffield Wednesday. We're then going to play the game against Swansea, sim the game against Rotherham and Watford, play Preston, sim Hull, and then end the episode by trying to get revenge on Everton after in the last episode they beat us 3-1 in the last episode, so revenge needs to be on the table. Talking about tables, we're currently sat in second place. We are 2 points behind Brentford. We have Ipswich hot on our heels, a point behind us in third place, and then there's quite a big gap then from third to fourth with Middlesbrough sat there 8 points behind Ipswich. So we have got a bit of a gap there. But it's a three-way title race at the minute. We're only 18 games into the season, so it is still early days. I was kind of hoping just to try and get in the playoff spots. But the season's actually gone pretty well for us so far, with our main man Stansfield banging goals in left, right and centre. And we found ourselves sat in second place at the minute. Hopefully we can push on and try and win the championship would be nice. But like I said, promotion to the Premier League is the priority for us. So if that comes through the playoffs or by automatic promotion being sat in second or even winning the league, I don't mind as long as we manage to get back-to-back promotions and get back to the Premier League. But it is Sheffield Wednesday first up for us. Like I said, we're going to sim this one. I'm going to make a couple of changes, I think. I'm going to bring in Newman for Bilic. Buchanan is going to come onto the bench for Ramsey. Other than that, no other changes to be made. That's our starting lineup. Straight in with a quick sim. How are we losing to 15th place Sheffield Wednesday? We hammered them with possession, with 58% possession, 6 shots, 4 chances. Nothing happening at all in the first half. All the action came within 6 minutes in the second half, with Sheffield Wednesday taking the lead. 2 minutes later, we've managed to bring it back level with Poku scoring that one, and then Lowe has scored the winner 4 minutes after that. And then again, nothing else really happening other than Pike picking up a yellow card. Shocking. But we do lose. I think this is our second game we've lost this season again, and it's come against Sheffield Wednesday as we lose 2-1. And after that loss, we have dropped down to third place with Ipswich replacing us in that second place spot. Not good news for us. We're now 6 points behind Brentford, but we do have a game in hand. Hopefully Ipswich can slip up in their next game. But we've got Swansea. We're going to be playing this game. Again, I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring in Newman for Bilic. Going to get Leonard on instead of Iwata. Buchanan can get a rare start as well, I think, instead of Cochrane. Ramsey can stay on the bench. Struggling for fitness at the minute, which isn't good. Other than that, no other changes to be made. Let's go into this game against Swansea.
Like a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. This can be quite an attacking line.
Go on, Hall. Fantastic. Go on, Stansfield. In behind. Gets his shot away, and that's it. The first goal of the game against Swansea. It's that man, Stansfield, once again. Like I said, I think I said in the last episode or the episode before that maybe, I'm so glad Stansfield has signed a 7 or 8 year contract at Birmingham City, because he is going to be one hell of a player for them. You just can't stop this man from scoring this season at all. But we're beating Swansea 1-0. Well, it's been end-to-end stuff. Swansea probably having the majority of the possession, getting down this left-hand side constantly. But they still haven't managed to find the back of the net yet. I don't think it'll be too long before they do, though. As Newman's just moved out the way and they've hit the post. Trying to get that equaliser before half-time would get that away. Go on, ref. Blow for the half-time whistle, please. There it is. We are lucky to go in at half-time, still leading there. They've hit the post just before half-time. But Swansea have been pushing hard, probably been the better side in that first half. I think we've only had the one shot. 2 shots maybe. But other than that, it's been all Swansea. But we do go in leading at half-time, 1-0. It's into right. Gone for the shot! What a shot that was. And we get our first corner of the game. Cracking shot that was. Again, let's try and crowd the goalkeeper. Someone's making subs. Again, crowd the keeper. Whip it into an area. Someone get your head on it. It's into Poku. Can't get his head on it. Don't foul him. Oh, Franco with the shot. Beadle with the save. I'm making some changes. How have Swansea not scored yet? They've had some really good chances. I'm going to take Laird off for Ramsey. Do we get Billick on for Newman? Probably. We'll get Iwata on for Leonard. We'll get Williamson. No, I'm going to leave Hall on, actually, for now. They're going to be our only changes. We've got a corner to try and deal with. Got to try and get this away. We need that second goal. Because I do feel like Swansea are going to score at some point in this game.
It's put into the middle. It's away, but it's not finished yet.
Go on, Poku.
Well, that was looking good, but nothing to come from it. So they could get caught out.
Stansfield, keep running. He's being pulled back, though. We're going to try and find him. Right.
Grimes. Now there could be something on in a moment. Is this the equaliser?
No. No.
Could be now.
No. I just knew they were going to get the equaliser at some point. I knew it. It's come from the captain, Matt Grimes. Terrible defending all over the place.
Well, here's the replay. And just
There's a little cheeky back heel. Beadle saved our bacon so many times this season. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything on that shot, and we are now level. And I am going to make some more changes. Williamson's going to come on for Hall. And I'm tempted to either get Jones on or Alfie May. Let's bring Jones on for right. And they're going to be our only changes. We're level 1-1.
Showing good width with this attack. And into the box it goes. It's only halfway clear.
Get up. Poku!
Goalkeeper does what he's
Could have
there to
aimed
do.
for the corner a little bit more. It seemed like it went straight at the goalkeeper, really. We've got ourselves a corner. Again. Crowd the keeper. Get it into an area. Someone just get your head on it. Billick. Jones. Into Poku. Got his shot away, but it got blocked.
Options available in the middle.
Keep hold of it. Into Poku.
Forward progress continues.
Finds Iwata! What a mistake from the goalkeeper. Did it take a deflection? It looked like he was just going to catch it. Let's go. He's come off the bench for us. Has he just scored the winner? Did he get a deflection? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's poor from the goalkeeper. That is poor from the goalkeeper. But we are back in the lead now thanks to Iwata's goal. His second goal so far this season. And we're beating Swansea 2-1.
Well, an exciting play.
Need to be solid at the back. Need to be solid at the back, and they're just coming straight through us. Matt Grimes again, the captain. A player in real life who wants to leave Swansea in this January transfer window, apparently. Whether he leaves or not, I'm not sure.
Well, here we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get
Maybe a player we
we
potentially go in and buy if we get promotion to the Premier League. Something to think about. But it is their captain who's brought them back level. There is still time for us. I hope. Williamson. Into Jones. Poku's made his way into the centre. His shot was blocked. I don't think there'll be too much time added on. Oh, 4 minutes added on. We've got time. We just need to win this ball back. Buchanan's got it. Poor passing. Oh, Buchanan fouling his man. The refs played advantage. That was a fantastic tackle, though. And I've just passed it back. They've got it in. Ramsey with the ball away. There won't be enough time for us to get on the counter-attack. We have shared the points. It's a point each. I can't believe I let them get back in. We should have just kept the ball, seen that one out when we took the lead again to go 2-1 up. Can't believe Matt Grimes has scored 2 and earned that Swansea side a point. The game ends 2-2. Next up for us is our game against Rotherham, which we are going to sim. We're going to go straight in and do that. No changes to that starting lineup. Straight in with a quick sim. And it's a 2-1 win. Let's go. It's a game that we should be winning anyway. But we managed to have majority of the possession with 57%. 5 shots, 5 chances. Wright took the lead in the first half. In the 29th minute, and then it's that man Stansfield who secured all 3 points in the 55th minute as we managed to beat Rotherham 2-0. Watford next up for us, which again we are going to sim. No changes to be made to that starting lineup. Straight in with a quick sim. And a 1-0 win, and it's Wright this time getting the goal. We dominate possession again. With 57%, 5 shots, 4 chances. Nothing happening in that first half other than Williamson coming on for Iwata in that first half. Hopefully that's not an injury. But then in the 72nd minute, Wright is the man who scores the goal for us as we manage to beat Watford 1-0. And next up for us is our game against Preston, which we are going to win. Actually, I'm going to have a quick look at the table. We're still sat in 3rd place. We're a point behind Ipswich and 3 points behind Brentford at the top of the table. So it is still extremely close at the top end of the table. Preston next up for us. I am going to make a couple of changes. Collier is going to get a start instead of Iwata. Iwata can go onto the bench with Leonard, drop into the reserves for now. Buchanan's going to start ahead of Cochrane. other than that, I don't think we make any other changes. Hall's been playing pretty well. Poku could be doing better along with Wright. And obviously Stansfield is our star man. I need to try and use Alfie May a little bit more than I am doing. Newman, do I start him ahead of Bilic? No, I'm not. Newman's going to sit on the bench. So that's going to be our starting lineup. But let's go into this game against Preston.
Really nicely played. What can they do with this now? Perfect.
Lovely from Collier, that.
Really well won.
Get this through for Stansfield.
It looks
To
the right
Hall.
now.
And there's the first goal. Come from Collier, winning the ball back in midfield with a fantastic tackle. Got us on our way with Wright. Stansfield with the assist for Hall. Let's go. Hall needs to get amongst the goals a little bit more than what he is doing. That's probably because Stansfield is scoring all our goals. What a man. I think he's going to be an important player for us this season and potentially next season if we manage to get to the Premier League. Definitely going to be a good player. But we're beating Preston 1-0. Well, it's just the one goal in this first half so far. But Laird's on the attack. Stansfield, get into the box, please. We'll try and find him. The ball's behind him, though. What a poor pass. But Collier's won it back for us. He's gone for goal. Woodman with the save. And they've stopped it from going out for a corner. And that is going to be the half-time whistle. Like I said, just the one goal in that first half. We had a couple of chances, but a couple of corners. We definitely need that second goal, though. But we go in at half-time leading 1-0.
Good work to regain possession. Good ball in
Lovely.
behind.
Stansfield with the shot. Goalkeeper isn't stopping it. There's the second. That man Stansfield. Let's go. We've had a couple of chances, but I'm trying to put through balls through to Stansfield or Wright, putting so much power on it, and the ball is going absolutely nowhere. The game trying to screw me over a little bit, but we finally managed to get that through ball through. And Stansfield, too much class for the Preston defenders. And he's made it 2.
2-0 then.
Keep going, Hall.
Oh, a great chance.
Hall's trying to go all the way. He wants his second goal. We've got ourselves a corner. I might make a couple of changes. I'm going to get Ramsey on for Laird and Newman on for Bilic. I'm going to keep Collier on. Collier's playing really well. Actually, I'm going to bring Iwata on for Pike. I need to try and use Alfie May a little bit more. I'm going to bring Alfie May on for Wright. Other than that, no other changes for now. We've got ourselves a corner. Ideally want a left footer on this, so it's going to have to be Buchanan, I think. Buchanan's going to be the man to put this one in. Crowd the keeper. Get it into an area. Get your head on it. Newman's got his head on it. Did the right thing. Headed it down, but it's gone wide. Stansfield's through. And there's Stansfield's second. He's made it 3. Let's go. Hopefully, either Brentford or Ipswich slip up. Try and get that top spot. It's a lovely goal from Stansfield. Another one to add to his tally for the season. And we are beating Preston 3-0.
So 3-0 now. Now for a quick transition.
Trying to get Stansfield through. He's going to give it to Hall. It's not Hall. It's Iwata. Trying to find Stansfield. Still trying to get that hat-trick. He'll take the 2 goals, though. We should stop Preston here. They haven't really offered too much, Preston, as Newman comes away with the ball. Through for Stansfield. Is now the time for the hat-trick. Oh, Woodman denies Stansfield the chance for the hat-trick. 3 minutes added on. Those 3 minutes have been played. There's the final whistle. No hat-trick for Stansfield today, but still managed to get the 2 goals, and we've beaten Preston 3-0. Next up for us is our game against Hull, which again we are going to sim. I will make a couple of changes. As you can see there, Hall is struggling for fitness a little bit, so Williamson's going to come in for him. I'm going to get Alfie May on instead of Wright. Newman's going to get the start ahead of Clara? That guy. Hurst is going to come onto the bench. Hansen probably could do with some game time. So we'll bring him onto the bench instead of Jones. We'll keep Wright on the bench. Dyke's going to come onto the bench. No other changes to be made, I don't think. So that's going to be our starting lineup. We're going to be quick simming this game. And it's more dropped points. It's a 1-1 draw. Williamson getting the goal inside 17 minutes. 4 minutes later, Simons has equalised for Hull, and then nothing else really happened for the rest of that game. We dominated possession. We edged possession with 52%. Only the 3 shots and 3 chances. We've drawn with Hull 1-1. And in the final game of this episode, is it going to be revenge for us as we take on Everton? I hope so. I hope so. A couple of changes. Newman's come in for Bilic and will start probably majority of the games now, from now on. It's just his pace is so much better than Bilic. Bilic, when he's running backwards and someone's in behind, he's so slow. So that's the reason for that. Collier had a fantastic game for us, so he's coming in to start again ahead of Iwata, which means Leonard has dropped to the bench, to the reserves, which he is not going to like. So it may be a case of, I'd prefer to keep Leonard and try and use Iwata or Pike, probably Iwata, in January to try and get a new player in and do a player swap deal, I think. I'm not too sure yet. I'm definitely thinking of selling Hansen because we're not using him. But I'd like to keep Leonard if I can. So actually, Leonard's going to come onto the bench instead of Iwata. But then Iwata has been a good player for us. No, we'll leave it as it is. Iwata's going to go to the reserves. Leonard is going to stay on the bench, but Collier is going to get that starting spot. And hopefully Manchester United won't recall him anytime soon, hopefully. So Coughlin's going to be our captain from now on at left back. Other than that, no other changes. Let's go and get revenge over this Everton side. Go on. Laird is knackered. We're going to put that into the path of Stansfield. Our first shot at goal. It's an easy save for the goalkeeper, though. Just a little bit too wide from Stansfield. Poku has it. Just take this wide, I think. Good run from Hall. Loses it. Come on. We've only had the one chance. Into Poku. Out to Stansfield. Oh, man, that should have been 1-0. Stansfield has been so deadly from there. So deadly. That had to be 1-0. There's 1 minute added on. Coughlin, he may as well have not even been there. That was a bad cross. We'll get that away. Ref. And there we are. It's the half-time whistle. Like I said, we've had 2 chances, I think. Both fell to Stansfield. Have Everton been... It's been evenly matched. I wouldn't say Everton have been the better side. They haven't really had any chances, to be fair. We've probably had the better chances. But definitely even as we go into half-time. And it's still scoreless. 0-0.
Should hold plenty of intrigue. Join us on EA TV.
Cochrane, use your pace. Gone past you like you're not even there. Buchanan's not on. Buchanan's not even on the bench. But that's a beautiful ball in. McNeil's the one with the header. The goalkeeper did get a hand on it, but the header was just too powerful. That's a beautiful ball in. Led. Didn't even jump. The header straight at the goalkeeper. But like I said, too much power on it. It's palmed it into the back of the net. I'm making a couple of changes because I am not happy with how my team is performing at the minute. I'm going to take Collier off because he is knackered. So Leonard's going to come on. Ramsey's coming on for Laird because, again, he is knackered. I've been quite happy with Clara and Newman. Right, again, struggling. So I'm going to bring on... I'm going to bring Jones on, actually. I'm tempted to put Poku on that left... Put Poku, actually, on at Cam. Put Jones on the right. Bring Alfie May onto the left. And see how that works out. But we need to try and do something different because what we're doing at the minute isn't working. We're losing to Everton. 1-0.
2-0. It needs an accurate cross.
I'm going to find Leonard on the edge of the box, actually. Into Ramsey. Back to Leonard. Put it through to Stansfield. He's offside, though. That's the closest we've come. That is the closest we've come. He was just offside as well.
But the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
We're going to make a few more changes, I think. We'll get Williamson on for Poku. He's not performing great at the minute, unfortunately, Poku. No other changes to be made. We'll just get Williamson on for him. We've got to try and get this equaliser. It's downside Stansfield. You can go through the middle. We'll get it through to Williamson. On his right! With the equaliser, there's still time. Pick the ball up. Don't run into the post. Williamson with a fantastic run. Stansfield with the assist. We've got the equaliser.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
I do feel like we should be winning. Oh, fantastic run. Timed it so well with the pass as well. It's 1-1. 4 minutes, I think. Plus added time. Get this ball back as quick as possible, really. This guy, Genny, is causing me issues. Cochrane managed to get the ball back there, though. I'm not too sure why Leonard's going out to that, but it doesn't matter. Through to Stansfield! Oh, Stansfield!
Well, chances don't come much better than
no!
That might be their last chance to win this game.
2 minutes added on. We've had the 2 minutes. That was the chance to take all 3 points. Is the referee going to blow? There it is, the full-time whistle. It's not quite revenge, unfortunately, for us. But we did manage to find that equaliser eventually. I do feel like we should have won that. Doesn't matter, we drew 1-1. And unfortunately, Collier has been recalled by Manchester United. So it was a short loan for him at Birmingham City. But it doesn't matter. We've still got Leonard. We've got Iwata. So we'll try and keep them as happy as we can by giving them game time. We are back into that second place and 2 points clear of Ipswich in third. Brentford are flying at the top of the league and now 7 points clear at the top. But like I said, there's a lot can happen in the Championship. We're only just started January, so like I said, it could all change by the end of the season with hopefully us winning the Championship. But like I said, we're in January now. Do we potentially make any signings? I'm going to have a look at the squad. Because I feel like we don't really need any signings. We're okay at left back. We've got enough centre backs. We've got 2 right backs. We're okay. Midfield, we should be okay. We still haven't used Chang yet, but Iwata is playing okay. Leonard's okay with Pike. I think we're okay in centre mid, really. Cam, we've got Williamson and Hall. On the wing, we're fine with Wright, Poku and Jones. We've been using Alfie May on the left a little bit as well. We've got Dykes, Stansfield. We've got Pickering as well, our youth academy striker, who we could potentially use as well. Like I said, I don't think we need to make any signings in this January transfer window, but potentially sell some players to go towards that profit. I wonder what the profit is at the minute. 5.9 million. Maybe if we sell Hansen, because I'm not using him at all, so maybe we sell Hansen, whatever we get for Hansen, which I'll have a quick look to see how much he is actually worth. Hansen, where are you? Hansen's there, worth 2.1 million. If we could get 2.5 for him to go towards that profit, so that when we do get to the end of the season, depending on where we finish, we have a percentage of those profits. It would be it would just mean we have a little bit more for next season to spend, hopefully when we get back to the Premier League. So no, we're not going to make any signings. We may sell a couple of players. I could potentially sell a couple of these youth academy players as well, if I needed to, just to get that profit up. But it doesn't matter. We started off this episode, I think it was a simmed game against Sheffield Wednesday, which we lost 2-1. We then went and played Swansea, drew with them 2-2. We simmed the game against Rotherham and beat them 2-0. Simmed the game against Watford, beat them 1-0. Played Preston, beat them 3-0. Simmed the game against Hull, again, more drop points as we drew 1-1. And then we've just played Everton. It wasn't quite revenge for us, but we drew with them 1-1. In the next episode, FA Cup action in the next episode, but we'll probably play Bristol, play Fulham, play Luton, and then sim Cardiff. I think that's what the plan will be for the next episode. But this is the end of this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next episode.